Yeah, it's very like Charles Leclerc, isn't it? In the back end, stepped out on the way in.
As he comes through the...
There's Lance Stroll going into the barrier. Lance Stroll.
Formula One finishes its Middle Eastern swing by rolling back into Saudi Arabia this coming weekend. While the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix has only been on the Formula One calendar for a short time, it's already been at the center of some huge moments that are etched into our minds. Over the next 8 minutes, we'll be doing a rundown of 5 of the biggest crashes seen in the Saudi Arabia. Before we get down to the action, make sure to subscribe to the channel to see more exciting Formula One videos. Zhou Guanyu suffered a heavy crash during the final practice session ahead of the 2024 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix at the Jeddah Corniche circuit. The incident brought out a red flag and disrupted the session, highlighting the dangers of the high-speed street circuit. While Zhou emerged unscathed, the crash left his Kick Sauber team with significant repair work ahead of qualifying. During FP3, Zhou was attempting to improve his lap times and fine-tune his setup ahead of qualifying. As he pushed through the high-speed section between Turn 7 and Turn 8, he lost control of his car. The rear of his car stepped out mid-corner, sending him into a spin. He was unable to correct the slide, and the car collided heavily with the barriers at high speed. The impact caused extensive damage to the rear of the car, scattering debris across the track. The session was immediately red flagged, bringing all cars back to the pit lane, while marshals worked to clear the wreckage and assess the condition of the barriers. Despite the violent impact, Zhou was quick to report over the team radio that he was okay. His car, however, was badly damaged, requiring urgent repairs. With just over 15 minutes remaining in FP3, the session was delayed for barrier repairs and debris clearance. Once the track was deemed safe, running resumed, but many teams lost valuable practice time due to the stoppage.
Yeah, it's very like Charles Leclerc, isn't it? In the back end, stepped out.
Mick Schumacher's crash during the 2021 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix was one of the key incidents in the race weekend, contributing to the overall unpredictability and chaos that marked the inaugural event at the Jeddah Corniche circuit. Schumacher's crash occurred on lap 10 of the race. At that point, the rookie driver was running at the back of the field in his Haas. The car, struggling for pace, was already facing significant difficulties compared to its competitors. As Schumacher approached turn 23, a fast right-hander, he lost control of his car. The rear end of his Haas suddenly snapped away, and he was unable to correct the slide. The car then hit the barriers on the outside of the corner with significant force. The impact caused significant damage to the car's front suspension and the right side of the monocoque. The crash resulted in the deployment of the virtual safety car as race officials cleared the wreckage from the track. Thankfully, Schumacher was able to extricate himself from the car and was immediately checked by the medical team. Although the crash was violent, he was reported to be unharmed, a testament to the robust safety features in modern Formula One cars.
Hamilton, who's going to take pole position right at the end. The track with the most corners.
Max Verstappen's crash during qualifying for the 2021 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix may not have been one of the biggest impacts, but it was one of the most dramatic moments of the weekend. The crash occurred in the final moments of Q3 for the inaugural Saudi Arabian Grand Prix at the Jeddah Corniche circuit. Verstappen was on a flying lap and aiming to challenge his rival, Lewis Hamilton, for the top spot. Verstappen, known for his aggressive driving style, was pushing to the limit as he navigated the tight, high-speed corners of the circuit. Coming out of turn 27, a fast left-hand corner leading onto the back straight, Verstappen carried significant speed. As he accelerated towards the final corner, turn 27, Verstappen's Red Bull Racing appeared to lose grip, and the rear of the car snapped out. The car went into a high-speed slide, and Verstappen was unable to regain control. The rear of the car slid off the track and into the barriers on the outside. The impact with the barriers was substantial, damaging the rear suspension, rear left corner, and causing significant damage to the car's side pod and rear wing. The crash led to an immediate red flag as debris from the car scattered across the track. The incident also effectively ended any hopes of Verstappen improving his time or claiming pole position for the race.
DRS as he comes through the...
There's Lance Stroll going
Oh.
into the barrier. Lance Stroll.
Lance Stroll's crash during the 2024 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix was a significant moment in the early stages of the race, highlighting the unforgiving nature of the Jeddah Corniche circuit. Stroll's incident on lap 6 led to the first safety car deployment of the race, affecting the strategy and outcome for multiple teams. Stroll had started the race from 10th place, aiming to score valuable points for Aston Martin. Early on, he made progress, overtaking Yuki Tsunoda on the opening lap to move into 9th. However, as the race settled into a rhythm, he found himself pushing hard to keep up with the cars ahead. On lap 6, while navigating turn 22, a fast left-hand corner leading into turn 23, Stroll clipped the inside wall with his left rear tire. The slight contact destabilized the car, causing him to lose control as he approached the next turn. Unable to recover, he crashed into the barriers at high speed, damaging the suspension and rear of his car. The impact was significant, scattering debris across the track. His Aston Martin suffered extensive damage, forcing him to retire from the race. Race control quickly deployed the safety car to allow marshals to clear the wreckage and inspect the barriers for any necessary repairs.
Far off knowing, but yeah, I'm confident.
Oh, Otmar! We'll just leave it there as Mick Schumacher hits the wall.
Mick Schumacher's crash during qualifying for the 2022 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix was one of the most dramatic moments of the weekend. The high-speed nature of the circuit, combined with its tight walls and limited runoff areas, has made it a track where mistakes can have severe consequences, and Schumacher's incident highlighted just how unforgiving the circuit can be. During the second quarter of qualifying, Schumacher was pushing hard in his Haas, attempting to make it into Q3 for the first time that season. As he entered turn 10, a high-speed left-hand corner, he lost control of the car. The rear end of his Haas snapped out, and Schumacher was unable to correct the oversteer. The car slammed into the concrete barriers at around 170 miles per hour, absorbing a massive impact before rebounding onto the track. The impact was severe, sending debris scattering across the circuit. The force of the crash was enough to trigger an immediate red flag as marshals and medical teams rushed to the scene. Despite the violent nature of the crash, Schumacher remained conscious inside the cockpit, but there was an anxious wait as the medical team attended to him. Following the crash, the FIA medical team extracted Schumacher from the wreckage and transported him to the medical center for evaluation. Thankfully, Schumacher was later confirmed to be physically unharmed, suffering no serious injuries. His Haas car, however, was completely destroyed. The impact had caused significant damage to the chassis, and the gearbox was wrecked beyond repair. The team later confirmed that Schumacher would not take part in the race on Sunday due to the extensive damage to the car and the precautionary medical advice given to him. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel to see more exciting videos.